Real estate activity in Carmel Mountain Ranch is jumping. Stick around for a couple of minutes to find out what's going on. That's right, today we are bringing you a Carmel Mountain Ranch real estate market update. If you have any questions about buying or selling in Carmel Mountain Ranch, send us a message, give us a call. We are Carmel Mountain Ranch experts. Now let's jump over to the big map and see what's going on. Looking at what we've got right now, currently 19 active properties, 10 pending, and 7 sold in the last 30 days. Now, when we last updated you on Carmel Mountain Ranch, our last video, I believe we were at 12 listings, so that's a 58% increase, although month over month, the SDAR numbers actually show a 125% increase in listings, in active listings. Now, that sounds insanely dramatic. However, it really isn't. Whenever you're working with a small data set, you get wild swings. And then with the 10 pending, that's actually up 50% from for the month over month numbers. So it's not up that much from our last update, but the SDAR numbers show a 50% increase in pending sales. So things are definitely moving along. More listings, more sales, although when you have 19 active and 10 pending, that indicates that, there's a little bit more supply than there is demand there. So proper pricing, as always, is super, super important. Now, before we jump over to the long-term trends, I want to take a minute to address something that's happening here in CMR, and that is looking at this area right here at the end of Carter Lane, behind Eastbourne, behind the Walden, or not Walden, the Wyndham condos here, and the library. So right here at World Trade, Highland Ranch, and Eastbourne, there's been some construction activity over the last few days, and a lot of people are asking because it looks like a very large structure going in here. And I looked into this, and what's going on here is the art center that CMR was promised by New Urban West as sort of a olive branch, I guess they were offering, because they bought the golf course and entitled it for redevelopment. So as a way to make us all feel better about it, they agreed to build a 6,000 square foot art center right here, which is going to be owned and operated by New Urban West, not the city. And I am still a little thin on details with this, and I'm currently working to get a representative from New Urban West to come and talk to the community planning group at our meeting in June about exactly what this is going to be and how it's going to work and the hours and all of that kind of stuff. However, I do know there's going to be an art studio, an art gallery, a woodworking shop, a small cafe of some kind, and then a one living unit for an on-site watchkeeper. In other words, somebody who's going to tend to the facility. So it's somewhat unusual in that I can't find any other examples of developments in Southern California or anywhere, well, not anywhere, but anywhere in Southern California where New Urban West has done something like that. So we're going to have more details coming soon on the art center. However, what's going on there, that construction is going to be a community amenity available to all of us, old residents and new residents alike. So stay tuned for more on that. Now let's check out the longer term trends here in Carmel Mountain Ranch. Median sale price back in January of 23 was $1,160,000 and $974,000 in April, coming down from $1,097,000 in March, $1,215,000 in February, and $1,350,000 in January. So this would appear that prices in Carmel Mountain Ranch are plummeting. That's not really the case. We've just had quite a few of these sold properties being, we've got, Provençal Place, 709. Here's Sienna Lane. This is one of the Lennar units at $999, another one at $939. So we've got some lower priced properties that have been sort of pulling the median price down. It's not that prices are really plummeting here in Carmel Mountain Ranch. Again, whenever you have a small data set, you have some wild fluctuations. But we're here to report the numbers, and those are the numbers. So looking at the average, the average list price to final closed sale price, look what's happening in Carmel Mountain Ranch, 99%. So even with the increasing inventory and perceived drop in median price, what we have here is data that shows us that on average, sellers are getting 99% of their original list price, which is good relative to the county at 98.2. So that's good news. Looking at market times, those are down. Market times have been coming down for the last couple of months in the county and across many zip codes that we're watching. Carmel Mountain Ranch down from 38 days last month to 30 days. Well, from 38 days in March to 30 days in April. And of course, we don't have the average market time for May yet because May isn't quite over. So that is what's going on in Carmel Mountain Ranch in general, and particularly Carmel Mountain Ranch real estate. If you have any questions about buying or selling anywhere in Carmel Mountain Ranch, send us a message, give us a call. We are Carmel Mountain Ranch experts and would love to talk to you about any questions you might have, what your home is worth, what you might do to improve the value of your home, all of that. So send us a message, give us a call. Stay tuned for more great real estate information coming your way very, very soon. Until then, I will say have a great day, and we'll see you right back here.